Help support these videos and join the Patreon family by clicking on the link below. So as some of you know, France's recently elected President Macron ran on a platform of reforming the European Union. This week, he's embarking on a charm offensive in order to drum up support for deeper EU economic integration and a reform of the EU's labour rules. Macron plans to visit some Central and Eastern European countries. Notably, he will not visit Poland or Hungary, who Macron views as disrespecting EU values. A few days later, he will meet with Germany, Spain, and Italy for talks on Eurozone reform, defence, and immigration. Macron is seeking to enhance France's leadership role in Europe, amidst a growing East-West divide in the bloc. Although we don't know Macron's exact vision for Europe, we can assume based on some analysis of Macron's election campaign and some of his recent actions since becoming president. First, let's look at what the French president has recently done in France or said in France about immigration. During Emmanuel Macron's campaign for the French presidency, he considered immigration reform an important issue both for France and the European Union. But since becoming prime minister, he's been oddly silent on the matter, which concerned 2/3 of French voters during the last election. One of the French president's election proposals was asylum processing centers in Arab countries like Libya, otherwise known as hotspots. These hotspots would process asylum seekers within their own countries and hopefully stop them from doing the perilous journey to Europe. The French president has said that he vows to go through with this for France, with or without Europe, implying that convincing Europe to take similar measures is part of his plan. This plan has received mixed feelings even in France. Also, it seems a rather vague proposal to solve such an important issue in the EU. The future of the EU's common defense strategy is also a topic of conversation in his meetings with Italy, Spain, and Germany. And we can see some evidence of what Macron might propose from his election manifesto. In his manifesto, he identifies 3 major shifts: the UK departing from the EU, possible US disengagement from Europe, and Germany's geopolitical rise, and sees all of these as changing Europe's strategic future. Macron proposes an EU headquarters for military defense, as well as a European Security Council. The thing is that none of these proposals are new.
A European army. Now, when I raised this last year with the Deputy Prime Minister, Liberal Democrat Nick Clegg, he said it was a dangerous fantasy to even talk about an EU army.
And these sorts of proposals in the past have been met with opposition from elements within the European Union that are skeptical about what these sort of agreements might entail. However, it seems that most of the political class sees the European common defense as imperative to the future of Europe's security.
Hearing a lot of countries within the EU talking once again of forming this EU army. Is that an option on the table?
Just to make that clear, we're not talking about a European army, not at all. We're talking about a European Security and Defence Union.
Even they stop short of calling it an EU army, the reason being that there's a growing opposition to what's viewed as the federalization of Europe. That can be seen by the success of populist movements around Europe running on a platform of a looser union, while others see further integration as the key to European success and prosperity. Finally, Macron plans to discuss Eurozone reform, another divisive topic, but one that Europe knows it needs to solve soon. Macron wants further integration of European economic policy by appointing a single EU finance minister and a common EU budget. These proposals were met with a positive reaction from Germany, even though many German taxpayers are concerned that just means a higher burden on them. If you're interested in getting updates on these topics and on Macron's trips in the next few weeks, please subscribe to this channel and we'll keep you up to date. And hit that like button, it really helps these videos rank better in YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are awesome.